Apple has just confirmed that something powerful is on the horizon, and if you follow their cryptic teasers closely, you already know what that means. The long-rumored M5 MacBook Pro is real. After months of silence, Apple is finally ready to push its silicon story further than ever before. The hints, the leaks, and the timing all align. And today, we're going to take you through everything, from how this launch fits into Apple's broader strategy to why the M5 chip could become the most efficient processor ever built for a laptop. The story starts with Apple's confidence. When they say, something powerful is coming, they're not just talking about performance. They're talking about progress. The MacBook Pro has been Apple's ultimate expression of performance for professionals, and every silicon upgrade tells a part of that journey. The M1 was about transition. The M2 was refinement. The M3 introduced a leap in efficiency and AI processing. The M4 brought more balance across the lineup. And now, the M5, it's about total control. What Apple is doing with the M5 is not just another generation of silicon. It's about unifying performance, sustainability, and intelligent processing into a single system that redefines what a professional laptop can be. Apple's engineers have been working on this chip architecture for years, designed around a more advanced manufacturing process that could deliver higher performance at even lower power. For users, that means cooler operation, longer battery life, and smoother multitasking, even under heavy loads. From what's been discovered through supply chain reports and internal code leaks, Apple is preparing to release the new M5 MacBook Pro later this year, likely in October. The event may seem small, but the product will not be. The new chip is expected to deliver around 20% better CPU performance and nearly 40% better graphics power compared to the previous generation. And while those numbers sound like marketing, they represent a deeper shift in Apple's hardware philosophy: efficiency over brute force. Inside Apple, the philosophy is clear: make each chip smarter, not just faster. The M5 MacBook Pro will likely feature new AI-focused cores capable of on-device machine learning tasks. Instead of offloading these processes to the cloud, Apple wants your Mac to understand you, from predictive workflows to optimized battery management and adaptive performance tuning. This means your MacBook Pro could analyze how you work, when you push your system hardest, and automatically allocate power to where it's needed most. But Apple knows performance alone doesn't sell MacBooks anymore. People want durability, design precision, and creative freedom. That's where the next major evolution comes in. While the external design of the M5 MacBook Pro might look familiar, Apple is rumored to have refined nearly every component inside. The logic board has been reorganized for better thermal balance, and the internal cooling system has reportedly been improved with thinner heat pipes and a dual-fan layout tuned for quieter performance. The result? Sustained power for hours without the roaring fan noise that used to define professional laptops. Another major expectation is the display. Apple is still holding onto its mini LED panels for this generation, but insiders suggest a more refined calibration system with higher peak brightness, improved HDR tone mapping, and faster refresh synchronization. That means motion graphics, video editing, and even gaming will look smoother. And though the full OLED transition is reserved for the M6 models in 2026, the M5 MacBook Pro display could deliver the closest experience yet to an OLED-like visual fidelity. The battery situation might surprise you too. Apple has spent years refining the efficiency of its silicon, and with the M5's new architecture, they're aiming for record-setting endurance. Imagine getting nearly 24 hours of continuous video playback or 15 hours of intense creative work without plugging in. If that goal is met, it would make the M5 MacBook Pro the most battery-efficient high-performance laptop in Apple's history. Then there's connectivity. While Apple might keep Thunderbolt 4 ports on the base configuration, sources close to the supply chain indicate Thunderbolt 5 support could appear in the higher-end M5 models. This means faster data transfer, improved external GPU support, and smoother multi-display connectivity, all things professional users crave. Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6 are also on the horizon, ensuring seamless wireless performance that stays ahead of the competition. Now, let's talk design language. Apple may not change the shape, but they are evolving the feel. Expect subtle differences, sharper edges, refined color tones, and possibly a new darker, Titan gray finish to distinguish it from older models. The keyboard remains Apple's perfected Magic Keyboard, though feedback reports mention quieter key mechanisms and slightly deeper travel for more comfortable long typing sessions. The trackpad, already industry-leading, might see expanded haptic zones and gesture sensitivity improvements. Performance, however, is the real headline. Based on leaked internal benchmarks, the M5 MacBook Pro is rumored to outperform the M4 Max in certain GPU-heavy applications, even in its base form. The graphics subsystem is built with new core clustering that improves parallelism for rendering and encoding. Video professionals using Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or Adobe Premiere Pro could see rendering times cut nearly in half. For 3D artists, real-time modeling and ray tracing workflows will finally feel native on Mac hardware. The Neural Engine, Apple's AI brain, is also being upgraded. While Apple doesn't usually boast about AI performance, the M5 marks a turning point. The company plans to integrate deeper machine learning into the macOS experience, allowing your MacBook to handle real-time voice transcription, scene detection, intelligent app organization, and even proactive performance optimization without external power. Imagine exporting a 4K video while your MacBook intelligently reallocates CPU and GPU cycles based on what you're doing in the background. But beyond the chip, this launch signals Apple's next phase strategy. For years, they've been preparing a complete silicon ecosystem, aligning Macs, iPads, and even Vision Pro under a single architectural umbrella. The M5 chip represents the moment those lines begin to blur. Developers can now build once and deploy across multiple Apple devices, optimizing for performance without re-architecting their code. That kind of unity is what Apple has always envisioned, and now it's becoming reality. One interesting angle is Apple's quiet push into sustainable engineering. The M5 MacBook Pro's chassis is expected to be made from 100% recycled aluminum, with internal magnets sourced from recycled rare earth materials. Even the packaging is shifting toward fiber-based alternatives, reducing plastic to near zero. It's subtle, but Apple knows sustainability sells, especially when the competition struggles to match those standards. So, what does all this mean for the market? It means Apple is cementing its lead in silicon performance, but also signaling confidence in its long-term vision. The M5 MacBook Pro isn't about flashy redesigns. It's about consistency, control, and quiet dominance. This machine will likely define the standard for laptops through 2026, with the M6 series introducing a true visual overhaul afterward. As for price, don't expect surprises. Apple will likely maintain the current pricing tiers, around $1,999 for the 14-inch model and $2,499 for the 16-inch version. The company rarely shifts prices without visible hardware changes, and since this generation focuses more on internal innovation, the price tag will probably stay steady. However, Apple could add a new configuration option for creators needing additional unified memory or higher GPU cores, something between the current base and max tiers. When will it launch? Most likely in late October, right after Apple's usual back-to-school cycle wraps up. Historically, Apple reserves its October events for Mac and iPad announcements, and this year is shaping up no differently. Don't expect a grand keynote. Instead, expect a pre-recorded online event or press release showcasing the power of M5. Apple will then make units available within days. For consumers, the takeaway is simple. If you've been waiting to upgrade from an Intel MacBook or even an M1 model, the M5 MacBook Pro could be the perfect moment to jump in. You'll get a decade's worth of silicon maturity, with the most refined balance of performance and efficiency Apple has ever delivered. For those already using M3 or M4 models, you might choose to hold out for the M6 redesign. But make no mistake, this M5 upgrade will be the gold standard for stability and performance. What makes this generation special isn't just the specs, though. It's the story behind it, how Apple has quietly evolved its chips to work smarter, last longer, and serve creators in ways that once required workstation desktops. The M5 MacBook Pro isn't designed to impress you with surface-level flair. It's designed to remind you that true power lies in seamless experience. And that's why Apple's message, "Something powerful is coming," carries more weight than usual. It's not marketing fluff. It's a statement of intent. Apple is doubling down on its control of hardware and software, ensuring that each generation of devices becomes more personalized, more responsive, and more connected. So, as we approach the October event, remember this moment. The M5 MacBook Pro will be more than just a laptop refresh, it will be Apple's confirmation that the Mac lineup remains at the forefront of innovation. From chip to chassis, everything about this release reflects confidence, maturity, and precision. When the lights dim and the teaser plays, we'll all know what's coming, not just another computer, but a window into Apple's next era of performance. And that's what makes this launch so exciting. Something powerful isn't just coming. It's already here. Thanks for watching Technology Review. Subscribe for more in-depth tech breakdowns, real-time Apple updates, and coverage of the October event the moment it happens. Stay tuned, the future of the Mac starts now.